What did an American soldier actually carry into combat during World War II? Today, we are unpacking the complete equipment loadout of the United States Army infantryman. Let's begin our historical analysis. Let's start with the M1 Garand rifle. This was the standard-issue semi-automatic battle rifle for the American infantryman. It provided a massive firepower advantage over bolt-action rifles used by Axis forces. The weapon was highly reliable across diverse and rugged combat environments. General George Patton famously praised it as a supreme battle implement. This rifle truly formed the backbone of United States military tactics. Next up is the .306 ammunition in 8-round end-block clips. This powerful cartridge delivered excellent range and striking energy on the battlefield. The unique end-block clip system allowed for incredibly fast reloading under pressure. A distinct pinging sound occurred when the empty clip was automatically ejected. Soldiers typically carried a standard loadout to sustain heavy firefights. This precise ammunition design gave troops a distinct tactical edge. Moving on to the M1 bayonet with M7 scabbard. This 10-inch steel blade was heavily utilized for close-quarters engagements. It attached securely to the muzzle of the standard rifle when required. The fiberglass scabbard protected the blade while attached to the soldier's belt. Troops often used this tool for daily utility tasks as well. It remained a vital piece of combat gear throughout the conflict. Following that, we examine the Mk2 fragmentation grenade. This explosive device was universally recognized by its distinct pineapple texture. The grooved cast-iron body was designed to shatter into lethal shrapnel. Soldiers relied on this weapon to clear fortified bunkers and enemy trenches. It featured a standard pin and lever ignition system for safe handling. This compact grenade proved essential during intense urban warfare. Next, let's examine the M1923 cartridge belt. This heavy canvas web belt was the absolute foundation of the soldier's equipment. It featured 10 individual pockets designed specifically for rifle ammunition clips. The sturdy construction allowed it to support significant weight without tearing. It fastened securely around the waist using a durable brass buckle system. This belt ensured critical ammunition was always within immediate reach. Let's continue with the M1936 canvas suspenders. These adjustable straps were crucial for managing the heavy combat loadout. They connected directly to the cartridge belt to distribute weight evenly. Shifting the burden to the shoulders prevented severe lower back strain. This load-bearing system was vital during incredibly long infantry marches. The suspenders kept the soldier mobile and tactically effective. Next up is the M1928 haversack. This specialized canvas backpack carried the infantryman's most essential survival supplies. Instead of a simple pouch, it utilized a complex folded canvas wrap system. It was designed to hold rations, personal items, and shelter gear securely. The tight strapping kept equipment from shifting during rapid combat maneuvers. While complicated to pack, it was standard issue for frontline troops. Moving forward, we look at the M1910 or M1943 entrenching tool with canvas carrier. This portable shovel was an absolute necessity for surviving artillery barrages. The early fixed-handle version was eventually replaced by a folding design. It allowed soldiers to quickly dig protective foxholes in any terrain. The sturdy canvas carrier attached directly to the belt or haversack. In desperate situations, it also functioned as a brutal melee weapon. Following this is the M1910 or M1942 canteen with cup and canvas cover. This hydration system was built from durable aluminum or stainless steel. The nesting metal cup was frequently used for boiling water or coffee. A felt-lined canvas cover helped insulate the water against extreme temperatures. It clipped easily to the standard web belt for quick access. Staying hydrated was critical for maintaining physical endurance on the battlefield. Let's examine the Carlisle first aid pouch with field dressing. This small canvas container was always worn directly on the front belt. It held a sterile bandage designed to immediately treat combat wounds. Later versions also included a packet of infection-preventing sulfa powder. Rapid access to this dressing saved countless lives before medics arrived. It was a mandatory survival item for every single deployed soldier. Next, we have the M3 lightweight gas mask and canvas carrier bag. This protective gear was issued to defend against chemical warfare threats. It was carried in a waterproof bag strapped securely to the chest. Although chemical weapons were rare, command required troops to carry it. Soldiers frequently repurposed the waterproof bag to store extra ammunition. It served as an ever-present reminder of the war's deadly potential. Let's begin with uniforms by looking at the M1 steel helmet with steel shell and fiberglass liner. This iconic headgear provided vital protection against flying shrapnel and debris. The two-piece design featured a heavy exterior pot and a lighter interior suspension. Troops famously used the outer shell as a makeshift washing basin. It became the universal visual symbol of the American fighting man. This helmet saved thousands of soldiers from fatal battlefield head injuries. Next up is the M1941 or M1940 field jacket. The early windproof cotton jacket provided basic protection from the wet elements. It was later replaced by the vastly superior olive drab updated model. The newer version featured massive cargo pockets and better weather resistance. It allowed soldiers to layer clothing effectively during harsh European winters. This garment offered a perfect balance of durability and combat mobility. Moving on to the wool flannel shirt. This standard issue garment was worn directly beneath the combat jacket. The thick wool material provided excellent insulation during freezing weather conditions. It was designed to be rugged enough to withstand daily battlefield wear. The shirt retained body heat remarkably well even when it became completely wet. Proper base layers were absolutely critical for preventing severe cold exposure. Following that, we examined the wool serge trousers. These heavy pants completed the primary winter uniform for the American infantryman. The thick fabric offered crucial warmth during prolonged exposure in muddy trenches. They were carefully tailored to allow a full range of tactical movement. The durable material resisted tearing while crawling over rough combat terrain. These trousers were a massive improvement over earlier, lighter uniform iterations. Next, let's look at the Type II service shoes with M1938 canvas leggings or M1943 combat boots. The early rough-out leather shoes required separate canvas leggings for ankle support. This complex system was eventually replaced by the famous double-buckle boot. The newer combat boots integrated a leather cuff directly into the upper design. Good footwear was essential to prevent crippling trench foot in damp environments. These sturdy boots literally carried the infantry all the way to victory. Let's start the sustenance section with the M1942 meat can, which is a mess kit with knife, fork, and spoon. This two-piece metal set functioned as both a serving plate and a frying pan. It was essential for consuming hot meals delivered directly to the front lines. The entire kit was stored securely in a specialized pouch on the haversack. The included utensils allowed soldiers to eat their field rations efficiently. Keeping this kit clean was heavily enforced to prevent sweeping unit sickness. Next up are the C rations or K rations. These specially designed combat meals kept the troops fueled during prolonged operations. The heavier canned meals provided dense calories when field kitchens were entirely unavailable. The highly compact boxed rations contained the easily transportable daily calorie requirements. They famously included powerful morale boosters like chocolate bars and individual cigarettes. These logistical triumphs ensured the American Army was always ready to fight. Moving forward, we have the shelter half with folding pole and tent pins. This canvas sheet was a crucial part of the mobile soldiers' field camp. Two men would combine their individual halves to construct a complete pup tent. The included wooden pole and pins provided the necessary structural support system. It offered vital protection from harsh rain and freezing night winds. This simple shelter allowed exhausted troops to rest during grueling combat campaigns. Following this is the olive drab wool blanket. This heavy covering was tightly rolled and strapped to the top of the haversack. It was completely indispensable for surviving freezing temperatures while sleeping in open foxholes. The scratchy but effective wool retained heat remarkably well in highly damp conditions. Soldiers fiercely guarded their personal blankets from loss or severe weather damage. It was a simple but highly effective piece of daily survival gear. Let's examine the identification tags, commonly known as dog tags. These two stainless steel plates were worn constantly around the soldier's neck. They were permanently stamped with vital information including blood type and religious preference. The dual tag system allowed one to be collected for official casualty processing. They provided crucial medical data to medics during highly chaotic combat situations. These small metal discs carried immense personal and military administrative importance. Next, we look at the hygiene kit containing a razor, soap, and toothbrush. Maintaining field sanitation was heavily prioritized by the United States military command structure. This compact kit allowed troops to wash and shave when frontline conditions permitted. Regular hygiene routines helped prevent the rapid spread of debilitating trench diseases. A clean shave also ensured a proper protective seal for the standard gas mask. These simple daily items brought a small piece of civilization to brutal warfare. Finally, let's conclude with the sewing kit. This small collection of needles and thread was carried by almost every enlisted man. It allowed soldiers to immediately repair torn uniforms and heavily damaged field gear. Maintaining equipment integrity was vital for surviving the harsh European environmental conditions. Minor repairs prevented small fabric tears from completely ruining crucial load-bearing straps. It was a quiet but highly essential tool for enduring daily military life. To conclude our analysis, the combat loadout of the World War II American G.I. tells a story of unparalleled industrial might meeting raw human endurance. From the devastating firepower of the M1 Garand to the simple comfort of a frontline letter from home, every ounce of this massive gear list was carried on the backs of ordinary citizens thrust into extraordinary circumstances. Understanding this exact, historically accurate equipment breakdown bridges the gap between grand military strategy and the brutal, muddy reality of the frontline infantryman.